don't change your number. You don't change your email address. To the point where the man of God avoids me.
My Lord. My God.
12 years ago, the bill still has not been paid. And guess who name on the line?
Your name. You gotta pay that bill. Send me a picture.
I ain't sending no picture nowhere. I'm just using this passage as I bring this in as an example. Let your word be. Now you think if the pastor comes back and want more credit?
No.
I'm sorry.
No.
I born last night. Let me leave that right there. I will. Here's my point as I bring this in. Some of you might fall in that same category. Open your mouth. Be upfront. I couldn't do it. I really wanted to. Something happened. I just couldn't do it. Nobody looking for no miracle from you. But if you're going to be connected to God, you have to be a person of integrity. Let your word be your bond. Stop avoiding who you owe. And stop sending the devil at them too. Because it ain't the devil. He need to come for you. Last but not least, as we close, you know what I want you all to stop making the kingdom look bad. That's what I want you to stop doing. I want you to stop misrepresenting the kingdom. Because if we're going to utilize our pulpit, our light has to shine. You find yourself in a tight space, say something.
Yes,
say something. You promise someone something, can't do it no more. Hey man, I wanted to, but say something. Christians are sometimes the worst people to do business with. Y'all can look at me strange as y'all want. I was in business. I know. And I only tell you about one pastor, there's more. You know what? That's why I'm glad I'm out of business. Because I helped so many people and they made me look bad. And most of the people I worked with were unsaved. So they said and they smirk around the office, I want nothing to do with your God. Because that's how your Christians are. Y'all say one thing, do the next. You're part of this church. You follow my leadership. Get yourself together. Someone called me the other day, Pastor, do you know this person? They say they go to Life Changers. Go on and tell me what they owe him. So of course I look at the register. I had to call them back and say, sir, I know who that person is. Because they don't go here. I was glad to say that.
That's right.
Now they probably visit here, they probably ain't joined yet, but they certainly ain't in the register. They might have seen him on television. Do you know that you're on TV? As I close today, I am passionate about my pulpit. And I want you to be passionate about your pulpit also. Because our number one assignment as kingdom citizens is to go into all the world. Whatever world we find ourselves in, we must go there. Number one, we got to be consistent. Number two, we talked about communication. As we close today, my third and final point, and I just want them to put everything on the screen for me. We're going to wrap it up. My third point is character. If you're going to let your light shine, you must have character. Put them all on the screen, media. We're going to just run through them. Character is the moral qualities you possess as an individual. And as a kingdom citizen, your life is always on display. On your job, in your home, in your church, your community. People are watching you. Well, I'm not living my life for people. Well, you ain't safe. Let your light shine before men. Before men. Be not for men, but be your light. Someone got to see it. That they may glorify God. How are they going to glorify God? When they see your light. As kingdom citizens, you and I must walk as children of the light.
Thank you for tuning into the program Living by Faith with Bishop Valentino Williams of Life Changers Ministries International in Nassau, Bahamas. Join us on Sundays for our Divine Worship Experience at 7:30 a.m. at our Bozine Town campus and at 9:30 a.m. at our main campus on Bacardi Road. You can also join us on Mondays at 7 p.m. for our prayer and prophetic encounter. And finally, if you're in the South Eleuthera area, join us on Thursdays at 7 p.m. for the Uplift Prayer and Bible Study Gathering. If you would like special prayers, please call us at 242-362-1173 or email us at 242livingbyfaith@gmail.com. Until next time, remember, the just shall live by faith.
We trust what you say and we're living by faith.
What does disability look like? In a busy airport terminal? At the check-in counter? At security checkpoints? Or even in baggage claim? Passengers with hidden disabilities often go unnoticed. Globally, 1 in 7 persons have some form of a disability. 80% of those disabilities are non-visible. In an airport environment, workers are often unaware of hidden physical, mental, or neurological disabilities that some passengers live with. This can lead to frustration and a less than ideal travel experience. So, how do we make the invisible more visible? At LPIA, we've implemented the Sunflower Lanyard program. The lanyards are visual cues for airport workers to immediately identify passengers who might need additional assistance. NAD is teaming up with the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities and key stakeholders at LPIA to launch the internationally recognized initiative. We're joining more than 180 airports and 26 countries already in the program. NAD is the first organization in the Bahamas to recognize the Sunflower Initiative. It's a way to show our continued commitment to making LPIA a safe, welcoming, and inclusive airport for all. Passengers needing to secure a free Sunflower lanyard can email sunflower@nas.bs or call 1242-397-8600. For more information, visit www.nassauLPIA.com.
Cousin of mine who was the leader of one of the biggest gangs in this country during the early 90s. The gang that he was a part of tried to recruit all of us. If you're not strong, you can fall prey to that environment. I did not join because I was kept involved in positive activities. I saw what worked, what didn't work, and I just was able to utilize all of the gifts and talents over the years to impact young persons' lives throughout our nation. I realized every single individual has the freedom to choose. But if you choose light, these are the benefits. If you choose darkness, these are the results of your choice. I've seen music bring young persons from gangs through a trumpet, through a clarinet, through a drum, all because of the power of music. Conflict will come, circumstances will come. We just have to be consistent, dedicated, and committed with our young persons. Crime-free looks like me.
Do your part. Join the movement to a safer Bahamas.
Agriculture plays an important yet underrated role in the economies of Caribbean islands. While not completely self-sustaining, it plays a vital role in enhancing food security. Climate variables such as unpredictable rainfall patterns and excessive heat often cause farmers to face unprecedented challenges.
Where there is the expectation of increased heat, that can affect the development of the crops, of the livestock, as well as for dairy production. We can see a decrease in the dairy production. Heat also plays an effect on human health as well. We would want to ensure that farmers wear protective clothing, make sure that they keep themselves well hydrated, shift the hours, of the exposure outside. That is an option as well that you can look at.
While certain regions may experience prolonged droughts, predictions also raise concerns regarding heavy rainfall, hurricanes, and flooding.
The expected increases in the tropical cyclone activity, those strong winds can have an impact on your crops. That can have an impact on your infrastructure. For the farmers, who would have the crops above ground, for those periods of time, maybe you can plant some root crops, that's an option. So there's several things that the farmer can do, to adapt to our ever-changing climate.
This public service announcement has been brought to you by the Bahamas National Trust in conjunction with the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.
For 60 years, we have been here, the voice of the environment. Here, speaking up and for your national parks, all across the islands of this nation. The places God visits for vacation, spanning over 2.5 million acres of land and sea. How delighted then he must be to see a sea of pink, as flamingos mingle and haven like jingles play where queen counts still sleep. And if you listen, you can hear it. The words of gossiping parrots awaiting the diction of the day. All 365 of them, that's every day and every year, 15,000 children share in the beauty of this playground. Our name is yours. And we have been yours for years unnoticed. Don't forget us. Support us. Your national parks. The defenders of your environment. Join us. Remember, our cause is yours. The first land and sea park in the world is yours. Heritage. Here it is. When was the last time you gasped at our scenery, gotten lost in the depth of our reefs, or even awed at the green of the leaves of our trees? Don't hesitate to donate and volunteer. Don't hesitate to care. We are here for you. The Bahamas National Trust, BNT. 3 letters that spell out simply, perfectly, and undoubtedly that we are yours.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. We don't like the way the world is turning. Something inside is always yearning, yearning for a brand new world. People everywhere are so confused. Leaders don't know what to do now. Oh, how we want a brand new world. Though we send rockets to the moon and the stars, and though we make ships and planes that go very far, there's not a mountain that man hasn't climbed, but a brand new world he could never find. So, if you want a brand new world, you gotta have a brand new people. If you want a brand new people, you gotta have a brand new life. Oh, if you want a brand new life, you gotta have a brand new spirit. And if you want a brand new spirit, you gotta come to Jesus Christ. People are trying everything they could, but I wonder if they ever would find themselves a brand new world. An old man sitting in the bottom door still can't find what he is searching for. Oh, how he wants a brand new world. Yeah, a brand new world begins with me and you. But we'll never find it in the things that we do. No, Jesus promised a world that's our own, like Jesus, and he invites us to come along. So if you wanna, you gotta have a brand new people. Ooh, yeah. Brand new life. New life. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Brand new life. Brand new life, yeah. You gotta have a brand new spirit. You want a brand new spirit, you gotta come to Jesus Christ. Yeah. Come on and yeah. He wants you to come, yeah. You want a brand new world, want a brand new life, then you gotta come to Jesus. If you want a brand new world, want a brand new life, then come. All you got to do. Oh, yeah. Ooh, come on, come on, come on, come on, yeah, 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 yeah. He's waiting on you, yeah. A brand new spirit, oh, yeah. Come to Jesus, if you wanna, if you wanna, if you wanna, if you wanna, you gotta come, you gotta come. You gotta come.
This is your chance to experience the excitement. Immediate Response radio and television show is taking to the skies, straight to LA. Tune in for 3 exciting shows, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, July 14th through the 16th. Join us live from the Bahamas Consulate as we spotlight the outstanding and celebrated Bahamians.
Talk is their leader's speciality, you see. He has no discernible achievement when it comes to immigration, despite the many years he has been a politician. So perhaps it's not surprising that today's F&M press conference on immigration was short on vision and new ideas, but full of distortion and spin. I don't come from the world of play acting, nor do I think the F&M's Leaders Politics book offers sound ethical advice. So I'm not here to match his theatrics. They class this issue as a matter of national security. What I will do is share information about our policies. Immigration is indeed a very important issue for our country. While we've made great progress in fewer than 4 years, much work remains. Nonetheless, even with more than a year remaining in our term, we've overseen the largest number of repatriations in the modern history of the Bahamas. 13,000 repatriations in under 4 years, the strongest immigration enforcement record of any government. This achievement represents operational decisions, boots on the ground, and the coordinated enforcement from the Department of Immigration, the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, and our international partners. These repatriations have reduced the migrant population in the detention center to just 50 people, and that is an historic low. This posture, our redeployment of assets to the southern Bahamas, our enhanced cooperation with the United States Coast Guard, the Cuban Border Patrol, and the Turks and Caicos government under expanded security efforts. If, however, the F&M are referring to the number of legal foreign nationals, in the Bahamas, that is a separate matter entirely, and moreover, they know it. Due to high levels of construction activity across our islands and continued labor shortage in critical sectors, this country, like many others, require foreign labor to meet that demand. The F&M knows this because they themselves approved thousands of foreign labor permits after Hurricane Dorian to rebuild Abaco. So what has changed? Only the politics or politricks. The leader of the opposition likes fiction. We prefer facts. So here are the facts. No foreign national enters the Bahamas from Haiti without an approved visa. They must have a return ticket, and they must show proof of funds. We know when they arrive, and we know when they leave. The system is stronger than it has ever been. Although we know that is not the same thing as saying there are no challenges. We continue to invest millions to better it. And that is why this budget includes substantial investments in upskilling Bahamians through the National Training Agency, BTVI, and other programs. Because while unemployment is at historic lows, we still do not have enough skilled Bahamian labor to meet the demands of our growing economy. Our policy is clear. Where Bahamians are qualified and available, they must be given priority. Where foreign workers are needed, they must meet every requirement. And those who mistreat Bahamian staff or violate their terms will be sent home. This is not just immigration management. It is economic planning. It is about securing our borders while securing opportunities for our people. In just 4 years, the Ministry and the Department of Immigration have done the following. They've carried out the largest promotion exercise in the department's history while implementing succession planning for the first time ever. They've responded to public concerns by addressing unregulated communities and as a part of a task force removing illegal structures across several islands. They've strengthened investigative units to uncover fraudulent application and forged documents, leading to numerous apprehensions and deportations. Expanded manpower through 3 separate recruitment exercises have bolstered their capacity and presence across the Bahamas. Now, as for the opposition's operatives' reckless claim, the 300,000 applications are pending for citizenship. That, too, is a deliberate distortion. Those 300,000 files includes every kind of document collected since the department's inception. And these include expired permits, rejected applications, employers' letters, archive forms, and duplications. The truth is that we're the first government to undertake to fully digitize the records, to eliminate fraud, to clear the backlogs, and to ensure integrity in every decision. As a final word to Mr. Pintard and the opposition, if you have knowledge of individuals employed by this government who are engaged in human trafficking, name them. Bring the evidence. Don't insult the intelligence of the Bahamian people by hiding behind vague accusations. Law enforcement does not deal in innuendo. They require a complaint. We are a compassionate nation, but we are not a naive one. At the Summit of the Americas in Los Angeles, when 21 countries signed a pledge to resettle refugees, the Bahamas did not. Because as our Prime Minister, Philip Edward Brave Davis said, and I quote him, "We are a compassionate people, but we cannot take on new burdens." Now that is leadership. And that is what the government has provided from day one. And so to the Bahamian people, I say this: do not be swayed by falsehoods. Do not be manipulated by fear. Look at what this government has done, is doing, and will continue to do. We welcome debate, but we reject distortion. We welcome scrutiny, but we reject political opportunism and politics. We will continue to uphold the rule of law, to defend our sovereignty, and to protect the dignity of every Bahamian. Thank you.
Minister, it is, I've got to say, it is not normal that we hear a response from you this quickly as it relates to something the opposition says, whether it's politics, theatrics, distortion. That's nothing new in politics. How come today such a swift and visual response? Tomorrow a press release is going to come out. Why today such a... What is it that peeved you most about what Mr. Pintard said this afternoon?
Well, the fact is this. From the time that the Prime Minister exposed his MO, his modus operandi, which he outlined in his book, we have determined that when they speak formally, you cannot let it go unanswered. And so, for instance, it may seem a little repetitive, but when they talk about, for instance, we suggesting we're weak on immigration, yet we have repatriated more people in less than 4 years than any government ever. So it's not like in some other country where there's a boast about what we will do. We're talking about what we have done. And so clearly, if this government is deporting illegal migrants, you cannot make any case to suggest that there's any reliance on them. When you have only 50 people in the detention center, because that is the level of deportations, you cannot say that this government is doing anything other than finding people who are illegal and excluding them. When you talk about shanty towns, and you knew about it, and the best that you could do is have your Prime Minister kick down a door, not knowing how to do it correctly and legally, but this government has done it illegally and have demolished 7. And we aren't stopping at that. We're continuing to do it. They talk about it, but we do it. And then when they run on trying to stoke fear about these NIB cards, and the fact of the matter is, people duck out on paying NIB, and so they don't register. And NIB has been aggressive in enforcement. And so they take task force to these different islands to ferret out people who should be registered and aren't. And so that's not a function of anything other than compelling people to register. And your NIB card shows whether you're Bahamian or you're not Bahamian. And then when they run on insulting the Royal Bahamas Defense Force as if there are loads of illegal landing. And the 3 cents we have come to office was off a little key on the west side of Andros, and all of those people were rounded up. A vessel stopped in Exuma, and the vessel and its occupants were recovered. And the last occasion was the vessel that was tracked, the motorized vessel that was tracked from Haiti directly to its apprehension point in Abaco. So when you give all of this impression, but the Defense Force is deployed, 3 vessels out at a time, cooperating with the United States Coast Guard, which has its assets deployed, cooperating with the Cuban Border Patrol, cooperating with the government of the Turks and Caicos to stop just that. You are disrespecting the work of the men and women of the Royal Bahamas Defense Force who leave their families to go to sea 10 days at a time, 14 days at a time, 21 days at a time, and at one point 60 days at a time to keep the Bahamas safe. That is disrespectful, and they need to stop it. And when they then talk about Haitians coming in here, and you will remember their operatives circulated a voice note that they claimed was the voice of Dame Joan Sawyer. And she came out and repudiated it to try to get some legitimacy for this claim, when the facts are, if you want to visit here from that country, you need a visa, and you need a return ticket, and you need to show you have money. And we give you a certain amount of time to be here, and we know if you don't leave, and they come looking for you. And you've seen all the videos of immigration officers doing raids as they have done. And they are able to do it because of the recruitment that this government has done. 3 recruit classes, run promotions, set a succession scale for the first time. So when you have people disrespecting the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, the hardworking members of the Bahamas Department of Immigration, and on the Shantytown Task Force, you have people from the Ministry of Works, the Royal Bahamas Police Force, who go out into these shanty towns and they don't know what they're going to find. That is just disrespectful. And then if they're talking about legal persons, why would you not understand that if there isn't a Bahamian to do the job, you will issue a work permit? But this government has made a point that where there's a Bahamian, we will prioritize the Bahamian. So much so that we're investing in helping Bahamians upskill themselves, BTVI, the National Training Agency, and other programs like the Youth Guard to make our young people more employable. And so when you have somebody who claims that they want to have the seat of government, who has been in government, and not demonstrated any of the things they now talk about, and deign to criticize a government where our Prime Minister has shown backbone. The Americans were pushing at the Summit of Americas for us, along with those other countries, to say that we'll settle refugees. And the Prime Minister says, while we are Christian and compassionate, and we just can't do it, because we can't take on that problem for the rest of the world and the region. I think it's 21 other countries did, we did not. And our Prime Minister was resolute. And for anyone to suggest anything untoward is just disrespectful to the Bahamian people. We stood firm. We have not changed our position. We are actually doing things that they are talking about. And that's the difference between us and them.
Minister, even by your admission today, this is a lot about the Haitian migrants, and this demographic affects a low-income socioeconomic demographic in this country. And so I want to know, what has Claire Hold and Build, or Claire Build and Hold done to ease this problem, if anything?
Well, firstly, there are a number of people of different nationalities who have been interdicted. The Defense Force statistics, which I can share with you, show thousands of people across many nationalities. The largest nationality group is the Haitian migrants, for obvious reasons of the turmoil in their country. That is why we've seen fit to seek to take steps to try to stabilize, to play our part in stabilizing Haiti. But the bottom line is that if somebody advertises a vacancy, and I would take this opportunity to advise any person looking for a job, there's jobseekers.bahamas.bs, where you can register, where you can search the available jobs. Because if you don't apply for the job and there is a vacancy, that employer is going to be able to go to the Department of Immigration with their vacancy, their notice of vacancy that hasn't been filled, and get a work permit. And so that is the reality of legal migration. And legal migration in terms of work permits. But we are concerned with giving every opportunity that a Bahamian is qualified for to a Bahamian. And we're seeking to upskill them where they do not have those skills.
Thank you, Minister.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Minister. Well, that concludes our press briefing. Thank you very much for listening in. Have a good afternoon, everyone.
Bahama. An opportunity, it's knocking louder than ever. Introducing Tract B, Bahama Reef Yacht and Country Club, Unit 1. A prime corner commercial property, footsteps from the Port Lacaya Marketplace, crystal clear waters and white sandy beaches. This expansive 4.8-acre tract is zoned for commercial and multi-use development. Envision a thriving restaurant, a boutique hotel, or an entertainment hub unique to your vision come to life. You can live, work, play, and learn in paradise when you seize this rare opportunity today. Collaborate with DevCo and let's shape the future of Grand Bahama Island together.
We are a people who will have celebration in the midst of preparation on our way to manifestation. Here comes the praise team with